What's up? How's everybody doing? Late night. Got a bunch of stuff to talk about. I was just bored, so I figured I would get on for a little bit and just say what's up. Let's see who popped in. Oh, whole fam. Everybody's here today. Bomb by said hello. Ruthless said what's up. Why did you top last MCAP? Now you're gonna blame the market and say it's bad. I mean, dude, it was 300K. Like, how did I know that was the top? 300K. What am I supposed to buy at? 50K? 100K? Like, there were two coins that ran to 10 mil today. I feel like 300K is like good entry on stuff. Design said, bless you. Thanks for that, Rally. What's up? Gray Storm, what's going on with you too? So yeah, I wanted to just hop on and just say what's going on, see how everybody was doing. I wanted to give my thoughts as to like what I'm doing right now. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. Can't complain. I have been holding Launchcoin for like 10 days. Haven't really taken a lot of trades outside of that. And the coin has literally just ranged the entire time. I'm actually about to cut it and just be done with it finally. Probably going to stable a good amount of Solana. Move some Solana into Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin dominance is like all-time high. But like stable a good portion of my portfolio because I don't really know. I don't know how I feel about things right now. And the thing is like you can always stable, and then if things end up like turning around or sentiment changes or something, like you could always buy back, you know? But I just don't know how I feel right now being as exposed to the market as I am. So that's kind of how I'm approaching. Dude, I'll say this, like the market is obviously like it's good, but on chain is not great. There was an NFT project that launched, actually, an art collection that launched, and I made like 1.5 ETH yesterday. So that was cool. I'll show that in a second. The trench market is ass. Yeah, dude. On chain is just tough. Like it's really hard. And I do have thoughts about that too, but I'll get into that in a second. When you got to ask about it, it's more than likely everyone doing the same. I'll miss a 10K pump on Bitcoin and stable rather than ride alts and Bitcoin down. Yeah, so I agree. And that's kind of why I've been thinking about doing that. Because my thoughts are basically this is that Bitcoin is at all-time high and sentiment feels very low. Like I don't see a lot of retail like coming in like they were 6 months ago. And that's the difference is like 6 months ago, dude, it felt like a bull. Like there was tons of money being tossed around. Everyone was like super excited about it. Like it was great. And now like Bitcoin is at all-time high, but it does not feel like a retail fueled rally, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't feel like to me that everybody is like losing their mind to get into coins and stuff like 6 months ago. This to me feels very different. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going to end up happening with Bitcoin, but I am planning on stabling. And like, if I end up being wrong, like, yeah, I miss like if I stabled most of my Solana at 175 and then it goes to like 190 and things like start to look like they're gonna like do well again, then it's like, okay, if you see that things are picking up, or like if Hyperliquid continues to moon or something like that, then yeah, like I'll just swap back. Like it takes 2 seconds to do it, right? I've always been super long. I'm like bullish. Like I've always been a bull. I've held crypto through bear markets and stuff, not really caring. This is like the first time this past month, even though like after after like the whole pump like from the tariff thing, but this is like the weirdest that I have felt about the market just overall. And it's not just meme coins. It's like NFTs did not really get a run. Meme coins already did get a run in 2024, so you kind of really can't say that like they didn't pop off because like they really did. Um, and altcoins just did not catch a bid. Like gaming coins did not catch a bid. Um, a lot of like the old like L1s and shit, like they didn't really catch a bid either. So to me, I'm just like, what? Like, like, are we really like about to hit an alt season and everything's gonna go crazy? But I just don't like. The more that I talk to people, like a lot of people do not feel comfortable in altcoins, and they don't feel as like bullish on altcoins as they once did. Like, dude, 2 or 3 years ago, people used to be like so excited about like they're like, dude, like Sui is gonna go fucking crazy. Which, by the way, Sui did go crazy. Like it did pretty well. Like I don't know what the bear market lows of Sui were, but like Sui did well. Like all things considered, it did like. Let me just. I'll even just look it up for fun. Let's look. I'll go look at it. I know I'm not showing my screen, but I kind of wanted to just like talk for a little bit, and then I'll flip it around in a little bit as long as you guys stick around. So yeah, Sui bear market lows were like 43 cents. Basically, it sat like around 50-30 cents for like all of 2023, and then it pumped and it had like an all-time high of like $5, and now it's at 360. So it's like even Sui is still up 10x, basically, like almost 10x from the lows. So it's like, how much higher is Sui gonna go from here? Like 2x, 3x? Like I don't know. I sound pessimistic. I'm not gonna say that I don't. I'm just talking out loud because I don't like to be in that camp of people that are just like obnoxiously like delusional for no reason. What do you guys think about all that? And then here's another coin. Check this out. This just launched. Somebody posted it in Kanto. Okay, so not Raya. Okay, this has 138K volume, low holders, so it's definitely bundled to tits. If I bought this right now, am I getting a bad entry? Because you would normally say like 250K, 225K, not bad. If this pumps to 500K, I would not be surprised because I literally bid a coin right around here and like earlier and it just dumped. It's the pure value extraction of pump fund bundles that ruin the fun of meme coins. Uh, well, yeah. So what happened with meme coins is that like there was a really good window of 12 to 13 months where meme coins went crazy, like absolutely insane. All of 2024, great opportunity, great everything. And so normal people could win back then, right? Normal people like could win during those times. And like a lot of them, like you could just be like, oh, I like Mitchie here at 100 million and it ran to 500 million, or like I like Billy, like Billy, I'll bid at 70 mil. Okay, now it's going to fucking 400 mil. Like you could literally, or like Retardio, like or Sigma, or like any of these. Like dude, there were so many coins that you literally could just bid after they already hit like 50 mil, and you could still hit like a 10x on them, which is insane. It's insane. But dude, that just like just doesn't happen right now. And so the problem that we're facing right now with meme coins is that regular people uh kind of can't win. Like that's like you really got to grind in it. Like you have to grind and you have to know what you're doing and you got to be willing to lose. Like you got to take your losses on the chin and you got to just get back up and you got to keep going. And the fact is like imagine like a brand new person coming in right now, like you can barely hold something for more than 10 minutes. I know I'm sounding like a hater, but like I'm just thinking about it from the perspective of like what I'm seeing. So, yeah, would I sell real estate to invest in crypto? Not here. I would not buy the top of I would not be buying the top of crypto right now. No, with real estate money personally. I don't have real estate, so I'm also probably not the best person to ask. But um I feel like this is not a good time to buy. It's not all yours. I still just don't think like look at where we're at. I don't know. Like I feel like the risk to return is not great. Like I was buying crypto when everything tanked during the Trump tariffs. Like the risk to return there was really good. And I think about everything from like a risk to return. Like could you buy and could you make money from here if it goes from 110k to like 150k? Yes, but like the risk to return is just not ideal. Damn, so Gake bought this and it only went up 100k market cap? That's not good. Did Gake lose his power? His power of the pump? It's the perspective of reality and KOLs and the attitude have made it seem like you can't speak reality or you're weak. Meanwhile, Pump Fund has a 97% unprofitable trader rate. I'd be interested to see the updated like Dune dashboard for that to see if that's actually legitimately true. Damn, someone just bought this Blastoise. That's sick. Is this Lexapro? No. Pump Fun has always been like that. It wasn't though. It was not always like that. The difference is that it was still hard. Like there were a lot of coins being deployed, but you got to think of it as like when Pump Fund first came out, there were a lot of coins that would break out and go to hundreds of millions of market cap. So it's like you could, if you caught like a good vibe on a coin, such as anything that I mentioned before, then yes, there were a lot of really great opportunities because you could ride a coin. You didn't even have to get in at 500k or a million. You could get in at 20 million and ride it to over 100 mil. And the problem is that like if there's no if coins aren't hitting 10 million or 20 million anymore, then the risk to return is off. NFTs are back. Okay, I'm going to just say this. I did make money on this drop right here. I did make money on this. I flipped 4 of these. I am not saying that that means that NFTs are back. This is like the first NFT project that I've seen pump past 2 ETH in years, besides like Kato. But also, I want to just say this too. Even if this is hard, I'm still doing it. Like, I don't really give a shit if Pump Fun is making it more difficult for people to make money, if retail isn't coming in. Like, dude, I really don't care. Like, makes no difference to me. I am straight up like still clocking in every day, looking for opportunities. Like, I'm not making any excuse for like not clocking in. Like I'm still locked in, and I still do think that there's a lot of money to be made in the market. You just have to be willing to take a lot of risk, and like I'm just somebody who takes a lot of risk. Like I don't know what you want me to say. I like I like the game, and I realize the game that I'm playing, and I realize that on any given day I could make 20K or I could lose 20K, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. What do you think will push us back into January, December markets again? New meta, rate cuts. I don't know. It's gonna be there needs to be a lot of optimism. Like people need to feel like they can make money again. That's really all it is. Somebody that comes into this market, you have to think about okay, the whole thing. Most people do not have thousands of dollars laying around. Like most people do not have thousands of dollars laying around that they can just like go and gamble. Because a lot of people have they're in debt. A lot of people don't like losing money. A lot of people don't like to gamble. And I actually was somebody I did not like to gamble either. I really did not. I didn't prefer gambling when I was younger. And so you got to think that it's like it's somebody said that like they would rather just play in a casino, and it's like yeah, you got to think that like somebody would rather go play poker or blackjack at a casino and blow their money that way than to hop into a place like this where they don't know the rules, they don't know the game, it's hard to learn, it's quick, it's fast, like it's tough. And so like you just got to think like why would somebody like a normie if they don't feel like they can come in and make good money trading this market, then they would just go fucking bet on like the NFL or the NBA, and they'll just like go put $500 on like, the fucking like Knicks and Pacers game or whatever. And that's what a lot of people do, right? Like a lot of people choose to just gamble on stuff that they understand. And then you could sit there and you could just watch like a basketball game. I gotta admit though, I respect that you size in. Many people stopped buying with size. Yeah, well, sizing in has lost me a lot of money over the past pretty much like 2 to 3 months. Like, yeah, I've had a couple good plays, but Launchcoin is like a great example of why sizing in kind of doesn't really make sense. I mean, it's also you got to flip everything because like I've been holding this for 10 days and I'm like break even, but I could have swing traded this like 3 different times if I was just whatever. But yeah, I guess I still have like 100K in this. I want to get out of launch coin, by the way. I do not want to be sitting in this coin anymore. It's just too bipolar. Like, I don't know. Will Pepe rebound? It just depends if the rest of the market rebounds. Pepe is going to follow whatever ETH does, but at a higher rate. Damn, I would have loved to have gotten that WETH bid right there. I can't even believe I'm looking at NFTs right now. This is crazy. I might buy another one of those. We'll see. My mouse just died. What's up, Clark? You bought the Pasture Goon coin? I want to get out of it so bad, dude. I'm so tired of being in it. I told myself I wanted to sell at 300 mil, like the rest of my bag. But I sold a good amount into this pump, which I was really happy about. I did well. I did well. Take me back to Goblin Town. I mean, dude, this drop was like Goblin Town. 0.02 to 2 ETH in like 24 hours. It was insane. I sold my first one so cheap too. What do I think that Pump Fund could do to make trading easier for everyone? They're not gonna make it they're not gonna make it easier for everybody. They just want as many coins to be launched as possible. There's not gonna be mechanics to make the playing field more enjoyable. I wish. I wish. I don't know. I don't see it. You got to think about it from the perspective of like a lot of corporate companies. Like once companies get big enough, they just think about their bottom line, which is why like a lot of companies these days are not great experiences for people. Yeah, I want to sell this pretty bad. I'm ready to get out of this. By the way, I don't mean to sound like like I'm just dude, 6 months ago I was hype. I was like, what's the next AI coin that's going to launch? Like let's all like get together. Let's all like, blah 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 whatever. But I don't really care. Like I said, the thing is that it could suck right now and then next week something insane could happen and you have to be here and you need to be ready and you need to be locked in for that to happen. And it might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, it might be 3, it might be a month, 2 months, 3 months. Like I don't really care. But I'm not going to stop because I already know that like there's always opportunity like every single day. There's always. And no, it's not always easy either. But I just yeah, I fucking love trading the market and it's exciting and it's fun. Tupperware went bankrupt because they made their products last forever. Is that actually true? I never heard that, but I could imagine. But it's like, yeah, you sell a product to somebody, and if it's so good that they never buy another one, then what do you do as a company? See, dude, look, this is the third 300K market cap. Bro, why is this guy buying this rug? This dude is straight aping this rug. What is he doing? Bro is so bored. Look at this. Look at this. This is just crazy. 300K to 80, 70K in with no bounce. People are just praying that their coin gets picked up and people start to fucking buy it. I watched Thread Guy's thing today with Pasternak. I don't know if any of you guys watched that. Lil Boo Boo? Yeah, I saw that too. And what's crazy is that coin was so old. Like, dude, this coin was so old. And it still mooned. Like, it literally just, it was dead at 300K. And then Gake just brought it back to life. And Ansem sold 15K at 2.4 million. And his bag would have been worth how much? Like, what is the math on that? He'd have made a $250,000. Fucking insane, dude. And the thing is like these like Labubu's are they're pretty popular. But are they $36 million market cap on a shitcoin popular? I don't know about all that. Thoughts on IBRL? Good question. This would be at 200 mil if it was not uh the time that we're in right now. It has no volume right now. I don't know. It's kind of hard to know what's going to run uh over the past like week or two. This was an obvious like ape when it launched and everything. Dude, what is up with this? Damn, this coin had one pump, a second pump, and then bleed. Holy shit. The current market feels like right before Mudang run. I actually kind of agree with you on that. Because I remember when Mudang ran, I like did not want to buy it even though it was super viral because I didn't know how the market was going to react. Dude, the other thing about when Mudang launched is it was only like a month or two after that Peanut launched. And it's like you just got these opportunities like month after month after month after month. Damn, this is dying. It just feels like it's over for meme coins. Well, that's for sure not true. Like at all. There were even 2 coins today that went to 10 mil that were brand new coins. And there's still hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars per day that are not only buying spot, but are also like trading futures. Like, dude, if you look at the futures market, do you know how much futures volume there has been on Fartcoin in the past 24 hours? It's got to be what, 50, 100 million? What would I consider the best strategy at the moment? So, this is like a time where you kind of have to reformulate your entire like strategy. If it was me and if I was like trying to make money on a daily basis, because I've just been sitting in launch coins, so I haven't really like swing traded a lot, is I would just pull up like a bunch of coins that have volume on a daily basis and I would just scalp them for whatever they offer. So like I would just look for stuff that is like somewhat established and I would just try to trade as much of like the established stuff as I can. Like for example, can't fucking hold up. All right, so I accidentally deleted Titcoin off that, but if I wasn't fully in Launchcoin, like I would have definitely have been buying this like 22 mil to like 37. Like there's a play. Like I said, I saw this NFT project that launched, so I was like, fuck it, like I'm gonna buy that, made an ETH off that. What I would do in a market like this is exactly what I am doing, which is like I am just waiting for plays, and like I'm not like I'm gonna just sit at my desk and make content and hang out and stream and whatever. But I'm only gonna trade stuff if I actually feel really good at it. If I feel really good about it, because if I don't feel good about it, it's what happened earlier. Like I bought some random coin. I bought like 5 Sol, and then I DCA'd another 5, and it just went from 300K to 0. And I'm like, oh, all right. It'll be over when these max extractors do airdrops. Dude, I would be very surprised if any of these trading bots do an airdrop. I feel like a lot of them wanted to do an airdrop because that's how they were going to make money. And then I feel like a lot of them underestimated how much money they were going to make. And then they ended up making hundreds of millions of dollars each. And they're like, why would we do a token? Straight up. So that's pretty much what I think happened. I feel like these training bots started with like a leaderboard because they were like, oh yeah, like use our platform, farm the leaderboard. There's going to be an airdrop. There's going to be a token. And then they all did hundreds of millions in volume, hundreds of millions in revenue. And they're just like, oh, we got our money and we didn't even, when all we had to do is launch the platform. We don't need to do a coin. Everything's going great. Just keep using the platform as it is. What made me buy this NFT collection? Well, it's Pokemon inspired. And I feel like that's like the main thing is I saw that it was Pokemon inspired and it was like cool. Like I thought that this was like really cool. And they minted out, and then I saw a couple big names on Twitter post about it, so I bought 3 and then I papered them. And then I woke up today and I bought another one and flipped it and I papered that one too. So it was just like a full paper fest. The supply is 151. It's like the original 151 Pokemon. I feel like this is a good time to preserve capital and just like try to place very good risk to reward bets. Like, what is this, dude? These guys are fucking spamming this. 100K volume, 200K volume, and it's at 50K market cap. Do I think that Photon will have an airdrop? Um, I have no idea. I'll tell you this. Let me flip this question back to you. Let's say that you were the owner, you were the founder of Photon, and you have made $500 million in fees. Would you do an airdrop? Like, dude, I'm so sick of Launchcoin. So tired. Do I think it's the time when a Giga runner can spawn? I mean, a Giga runner did spawn. There were like Launchcoin went to 400 mil. Goon coin went to 70 mil. Uh Moonpig went to 120 mil. Dupe went to 70 mil. Like this was all within the past 2 to 3 weeks. Those are some pretty nice runners, you know? You would do an airdrop to get back market share versus Axiom and others. Also have a season 2 to retain the users. Yeah, but does the airdrop retain users? Like, how does doing an airdrop like get your users back? If anything, doing an airdrop would probably screw you over in terms of users because once you do your airdrop, and I see you said, oh, do like a season 2, but it's like even if you do a season 2, if the first airdrop doesn't do incredibly well, then what do? You just lost everybody who is on your platform because they're going to go farm another platform because they're like, oh, somebody else is going to do one next. You're talking about Chill Guy, Mudang, and Jelly Jelly. Well, the problem is that there's too much PvP now. The issue is that the FNF farmers and all of the trenchers literally cannot help themselves but to launch a PvP to fuck things over. And it has happened every time. It has happened literally every time for the past, I don't even know how long. It's because every time there's a runner, there will just be another one. Somebody will just launch another one. Before, that wasn't really happening, or people weren't really buying into it. But now, oh dude, if like a coin launches, PvP it up, like everybody's there. There's gonna be 5 more, and like I don't think that these people that are doing this, like they just live in like 100K market cap land. Like that's where they are. They're just constantly farming over and over again. It's like up, buy it 10K, sell it 90, dump it, and re fucking start, like over and over again. And so yeah, it sucks because you have people like me. Like, dude, if there was another like super viral coin, I would blast what, 100, 200 soul more like into a coin if I thought that it could run. That's why whales are not bidding meme coins right now. The only reason PvP happened is because of the migrations. I don't know what the migrations have to do with it. It used to be first to migrate. There was never really like a consensus on that. Kinda. Like people generally swayed towards the first one. But the problem was is that what would happen, this is what would happen, is that there would be a coin that launched that got all the volume and all of the FNF farmers and everybody, whatever, would get into it. And then they would all dump that coin and they would ape a new one. And then they would just ape the new one and everyone would be like, oh, this is the one. I guess this is all everyone's in this one now. And then they dump that one. And so it's just like, you can't even choose. Like, dude, I don't even like to bid stuff like that anymore. It's insane. Ever since January, I am hard stuck on my portfolio. Take days to cook, but can get rinsed in 1 to 2 days. Dude, I actually agree. My whole portfolio is up in USD terms, but in like Solana terms, like I've been in like a certain range for a couple months where it's like I'd make a lot and then give it back and then make a lot and give it back and then make a lot and give it back. And I've heard that a lot of people have been feeling that same way too. Like it's not just you, it's not just me. Like there's a lot of people, right? Like straight up. It's just a totally different game. And so, like I said, I feel like what you want to do is you want to wait for very obvious stuff. I feel like you want to like try to have conviction in certain coin. Like it's the reason as to why I've been sitting in launch coin as long as I have. Like, dude, look at how long I've been buying this coin. Was buying it here, all the way down, bought it here, bought it here. I really wanted to believe in this. Not sure if it's a skill issue. Well, I don't know. I'm not really gonna try to dissect that because there's a lot of people that I know that are really good at this market that are also getting shit on. Believe, dude, I've been sitting in this coin for fucking 10 days. What do you want me to do? If others can still cook consistently, I mean, yeah, but like There's some people that are doing really well, for sure. But there's definitely not as many people overall that are cooking right now. I'm still up on it. Yeah. What else? Except for that one coin that launched last week where the devs shilled two different contract addresses. Yeah, that was a shit show. Did I catch ITW? I don't even know what that is. Why is this guy buying ARK? Yo, nobody. This guy fucking bought ARK. He bought 8K. Why would you even buy this much? I sometimes wonder why smart wallets size into coins that's new in 2 million because people are they're just gambling. Like, you have to think that when a new coin launches, 95%, if not a bigger percent of those people don't even know why a coin is running. Like, nobody's done research on shit. Like, people are just copying everybody and following volume for the most part. Like, you got to think that these days, unless like there's actual like alpha, why are people like really buying into stuff? Most of the time these people are wrong. Might want to look into this. I did see this. I saw this earlier. And then I saw it when it got nuked to 0 and then they pumped it back. I was going to buy this and then decided not to. What was this wick? You're going to the arc chart? Nobody, dude. You I think you got to like pay attention to some better charts. Am I happy with what I have, or do you always have that feeling of needing more? Um I don't think people are ever like truly satisfied because what happens is like you set goals, and then once you hit your goals, you just push the goalpost back. I've done that so many times. Like, people will be like, "Oh, if only I could just pay off my debt." And then you're like, "Oh, I want like, a new car. Or, oh, I want to buy a house." Like, "Oh, I want this." Like, it's just never ending. And then you're like, "Oh, if I make enough, like I never have to work again." Like, and then you ask yourself, like, how much do you really need to not ever have to work again? And then you start running those numbers and you're like, okay, like, do you really want to do that? And then the other thing is like, here's the problem. I've tried taking days off and I can't. People think that like retiring and everything would just be so great, but it's like a life without purpose is so like boring as much as like you think that you would like it. If you work to get to a certain point where you can make enough to where you're like, and I've heard this from like a lot of people, like you work and you build something and then you hit a certain point, like you don't just want to stop because you're naturally one of those people that's like kind of driven, like you're driven. to build certain things and to like build and to have something to do. So the people that normally end up like making a lot of money from building something or from like trading or working hard or whatever, like a lot of times like they want to keep going. Now, a good so I'll give you like an example. The Tom from MySpace, I don't know if you guys remember that guy. He literally just like built a social media platform and sold it and then fucked off and became a photographer for like the rest of his life and just traveled. That's like all he wanted to do. But he made like so much money that it's like, what do you even try to build at that point? He just wanted to be like a photographer. I don't know the rant that I'm trying to make. I'm not, I don't know. I like working. And if you set yourself up to where you push yourself and you work hard enough, like you want to continue to work. Like you want to continue to do stuff. A lot of times, like when people are like, "Oh, dude, like if I could retire, I would retire." Like whatever. Like a lot of times, like people that say that generally are already not like working very hard. Like you have to work hard to get the money, and the whole process of getting the money is the reason why like people are motivated in life to begin with. I don't know why I just said all that stuff. You're looking for OG memes like Fwog to read the chart and to see when the bottom is in. Yeah, that's what I mean. I just don't know. I don't know when a lot of these. Dude, the fart coin chart is so good. Oh man. Here's a question. Who do you know that is super like rich and successful that built like something insane that just like stopped doing everything after they got rich and super successful? I can think of a couple people, but not many. Perfect. Dude, this is like the perfect chart. Like Fartcoin is like the perfect chart. Perfect. Opening a 25 to 50K 3 to 5x perp long on any of the OG memes. Like what? Maybe Popcat. Choose Rich Nick. He still works. He still makes content all the time. I wonder how much money he really has. I know he's got money. Do you think those coin devs that got their coins listed on Binance Perps are actually legally trading long shorts and longs since they can control supply? Isn't that an infinite money glitch? Well, okay. No, because Binance is not going to list a coin that they don't fully control. So they're not going to just list a coin and be like, "Oh, there's 5%, 10% in this wallet. We don't know who this guy is, but we're just going to list this anyway." Like, no, dude, like they make sure that like for the most part they can control whatever it is. It's not spot, it's just perps. I mean, they still have to like I don't know what you mean. They don't like if you're talking about like I don't know what you mean. Even if dev control is 5%, they can manipulate the charts. Yeah, and what I'm saying is that Binance is probably not going to list a coin where the dev still has 5% of it. Wait, when did Hyperliquid add Launchcoin perps? What? Am I tripping out? What the fuck? They can't track it because devs snipe it on different wallets. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is that like Binance is not going to list a coin unless they know who has the supply and that there's like a nice like distribution of supply. They would never do that. When do I think Axiom will airdrop? I don't think that they ever said that they were doing a coin to begin with. Is this legit? When did Hyperliquid add perps for Launchcoin? Damn. I'm just a bitch. I didn't know that at all. Wow, I did not know that. I wish I knew. 3x? 3x isn't crazy though. Get me out, dude. Get me out. How's trading been today? I'll let everybody else answer that question for you. How has trading been for everybody today? What market cap am I looking to get out? Wanted to sell at 300 mil, but I don't know if I'm patient enough to wait that long or if it even ever happens. Nice chatting. Dropped you a follow. I'll drop you a follow too. Let me go look. Yeah, I followed you back. Good shit. Considering is gonna announce Flywheel pretty soon, I'm sure. Where are your buys on Launchcoin? All of these. I made a lot here. I bought here. I had to buy in DCA and DCA and just shit show. Current thoughts on Launchcoin ecosystem? I feel like the problem is that like there's no real believers in the tech and like these companies or whatever for a good reason. And so there needs to be like something really cool that comes from Launchcoin because there's been some missteps. Like obviously not everything's gonna go perfect. It's crypto. We know, we get it. I personally thought that what was gonna happen is it was gonna dump, and I thought here it was gonna run and break all time high and go to like 600 mil and go fucking crazy. I don't think there's enough people buying coins. Here's the problem. This is the whole point. 90% of the people that are trading shitters these days will not touch a coin over 100K. So how the fuck are people expecting there to be nasty runners when like I'm one of the fucking few people, like me and like, you know, maybe a handful of other people. Obviously there's like a lot of people that are buying into this shit, like but like how are people going to expect there to be runners when people aren't aping into coins and pushing them way higher? Do I ever feel like I overtrade a coin? Sometimes, yeah. Definitely. This I didn't overtrade. I just didn't trade it great because there was a lot of FUD. Like I got caught. I didn't cut. Like my thing is that like if a coin like this, like remember when there was like 2 coins that got deployed from that one thing, and then the guy's like Twitter account got deleted, and then Launchcoin dumped like 60 million market cap. Like I don't know. I don't like to react rash to those situations because you don't know like how, like I guess now everybody fucking just sells, but like in the past there used to be like dumps and then it would just recover super fast, and that shit just does not happen. Pretty much only whales are people with capital left. That's what I'm saying. Like people want the trenches to come back, but won't bid like crazy runners, which is the same problem by the way that NFTs have. The reason why NFTs aren't running, even though everyone is claiming that NFTs are back or gonna come back and stuff, is like people are not like bidding NFTs. Like all the people that I see like talking about like NFTs coming back, like they just talk about upcoming projects but don't bid like NFTs. So it's like you can't expect NFTs to be back. You can't expect like meme coins and shit to go crazy if people aren't bidding them above 10 mil or 1 mil for that matter. Leave the trenches, bring back art NFTs. Insane FUD it's gone through. I feel like that shows some strength. I want you to think about this. It is still sitting at 180 million. That's not bad. Vine went to 500 million. 500 fucking million on a rumor that it might get added back to Twitter. And it dumped from like 3 or 400 mil down to like 100, and then it bounced like all the way back to all-time high. So it's like there was just so much opportunity there. And that's what we just are missing these days. Like we're like people are, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Remember when Elon went to 200 mil? Yeah, dude. That was insane. And it literally went straight up and then died. It was just like 200 mil and then just like death. What do I think of King? I haven't even thought about it. Looks dusted. Oh, Ansem bought the top and then sold the bottom. That's crazy. Did I see the espresso composable NFTs launching on Friday? No, I haven't. Definitely don't think it's dusted. Huge accounts of 10 million TikToks and Instagram are covering it more and more. Seems like mind share is increasing. I mean, it had decent volume today, but like I haven't seen anybody talking about it. And I feel like people don't care about virality as much as they used to. I don't know what people care about anymore, to be honest with you, dude. Like, I really don't. This King would have ran to 50 to 100 million if the market wasn't shit. This coin was like so primed. King was like actual Moodang type vibes. I just don't think the risk to return is good. That's how I think about it. Could it run? Yeah, it might, but I don't really feel great about it. What do I think of Candle TV? I don't really have an opinion. Launchpads are really basically only measured off of like what coins launch from the launchpad and do well. So it's like you kind of have to launch the launchpad, and then after the launchpad has been launched, then there has to be coins that go fucking crazy on it. So everyone's like, I want to catch the next one. I want to catch the next one. Do I think summer is going to be boring like the last two? Summer of 2023 was not boring. Summer 2023 was insane on ETH. Meme coins on ETH were crazy, dude. Awesome. So much fun. But to answer your question, do I think that summer is going to be slow? I I genuinely have no idea where we go from here. Cuz like back in November, December, I was like, dude, we could easily like slightly dip and then moon to like 120, 150k Bitcoin. Like it just felt so strong. I felt like we could keep going. This is like the first time in, like I said, years that if we dumped, I would not be surprised. But if we mooned, I also wouldn't be surprised. Hey, appreciate your content, buddy. Do you cover Hyperliquid? First of all, I think Hyperliquid is like probably the best altcoin to hold. Um, there's a couple guys in Kanto, my group, that have been trading Hyperliquid memes, like that Perp coin and like Buddy and like a couple others. But I've seen that like Hyper EVM is pretty underdeveloped as of right now. So yeah, join Kanto. What are you guys looking at right now that I should take a look at? Would I be capable to hold Launchcoin until 1 billion if the sentiment around the eco gets better? Uh Good question. Because here's the thing, I already want to sell now. Like, I want to sell. And the thing is every time I tell myself that I'm going to hold, it just dumps, and it just like my conviction, like I actually had more conviction on this trade than like any other trade that I've had in a really long time, and I have been losing my conviction for this like every second of the fucking day. So no, I do not think that I would be able to manage to hold this. Oh, my hair is like crazy, dude. What the my opinion on KNet? Damn, this dude is 1%. Yeah, I don't know. The issue is people care about something like people will care about something on a certain day and then not care about it the next day. That's what I don't fucking like. Yeah, this one wallet has, but it's a launch coin, so I guess you're assuming that the people that hold this are like people that aren't going to sell, maybe? I don't even know. Yeah, nobody send this guy your referral link, your ref link, so he can get, I think it's 20 or 30% off. What am I drinking? I'm actually drinking it's like this it's like seltzer water with I don't even know what it is. One of those like red, white, and blue like margarita mixer type fucking things that's like fruity and full of alcohol. Like, I don't even know. Dude, I've like even resulted to drinking again. I haven't had a drink in weeks, months. Who do I think are the best traders? I don't know. JS, he's the man. Uh this guy that I track his wallet, Tenders. Easy Eats is a really good trader. Cooker. And yes, some people rinse, whatever, but You're talking about like the thing is I like people who stick around for like a long period of time and are successful in like multiple different metas and shit. When you look at crypto global charts, even Doge is a top currency in the world, so the idea memes can't reach that by holding is not true. I didn't say that it couldn't happen. I'm just saying that it's like the reason why Doge and Shiba went up so high is because they were the first two meme coins to ever launch, basically. So when there's only two coins in the whole fucking world, everyone's gonna pile money into it and get behind it because it was just whatever. It was like huge. But do you know how many tokens have been launched since Doge and Shiba? Fucking billions. Billions. It's probably not actually billions, but it's got to be millions, tens of millions. See, and here's the thing about Launchcoin is I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and this shit's gonna be at 170 again, and I'm gonna be mad that I didn't sell into this pump. Gake is selling some stuff. What is he selling? Dude, Gake has so won this cycle. Dude is insane. Crazy. Man, I wish I fucking bought this FUD. 50 mil to 80. Thoughts on useless? Dude, I love it. Loved useless. I love the concept of it, but it's just not making it. Gake got big because Gake was buying coins on Vector and making good trades, and so everyone just started copying the trades that he was making. And then that's really like how like it happened is there were like a couple people that started tracking him, and then he was on KOL scan, and then everyone just added him to his tracker, and there was like a consensus like the sheep mindset of everyone's like, oh my god, like Gake is insane. It's like that's really like how a lot of this stuff happens is like when everyone feels like a certain person should be glorified, they do become glorified. But Gake is a great trader and was prior to uh being on Vector and stuff. What caused the dip? FUD. And James was selling, I believe. Pretty sure he was selling like a lot. My boy Rocky was on. I don't have James's wallet in my tracker, but apparently he was nuking it. Gake's last 30-day hit rate is 87%. Well, that's also because hit rate only calculates coins that you sell, and Gake a lot of times does not sell losers. So you got to think about it like this: people will have a better hit rate if they never sell when they're down. So I trade perps sometimes. Now this shit's dead and like not moving. Did I ever buy Titcoin? I traded it, not as much as I should have. Did I ever buy Pepe? I bought Pepe on the day it launched. And I sold for like 2K profit and fumbled 5 mil. Ask me anything. Do you guys send cat GIFs? There's a lot of GIFs that get sent. Why is this guy buying ARK? Is this guy bullish on ARK? Dude, ARK pumps out so much content, and like, still people are just not paying attention to AI coins anymore. Kind of crazy. Labubu? I don't know who's behind it. But it's been absolutely mooning. I mean, Labubus are really popular right now. Check the Griffin X. What? The fact that they haven't posted? I have looked. I know all of this stuff. Have I been researching all the virtual launches? No. No. How did I fumble 5 million? Because I had like 3 ETH or 3 or 4 or 5 ETH in Pepe at like 8 million market cap, and it went to 10 billion. So do whatever math that was. Do I think Biao will be as big as Labubu? I don't even know what Biao is. Like, at all. I have no clue. I hate looking at these charts. Not a lot of shit happens at night. I guess I was kind of hoping that there would be some sort of runner. Galactic Dick. Insane. Launchcoin is dying. I should sell. I should just move on from that trade. It's anti-vaccines PFP. I have no idea who that is. These are the kind of things that I need to be told because I would never find them out on my own. I'm not very well versed in Chinese culture. How long have I been trading? Since 2021. He's in the chat. Oh, what's up, anti-vaccine? Would I ever sell Kanto? I did get off. Somebody offered to buy it from me. And I did not. Entertain it. I just don't know what I would do with my life if I didn't have Kanto, to be honest with you. Like, it's literally like the thing that I put the most time in my life into. It would be hard. Andrew said, "Need something new in the trenches. Feels like every coin idea has been exhausted, dude. I feel that. I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. I saw a tweet from Solo where he basically was like, "Let me actually pull this up. This is a good talking point. We can all enjoy this together. Let me pull it up. Bitcoin is trading at 110K and on chain is worse than September when Bitcoin was trading at 50K. Realistically, only way on chain comes back is with something fresh, not memes, maybe launch, maybe not. Bitcoin dominance is up only. Let's say we get a dip, sex memes would pump, but how sure are you that it would bring volume to on chain? Everything has been done before during the times of the lowest volume. There's always that one coin that Giga sends to revive the trenches, but there are no rules, no guarantees. Realistically, it doesn't come back. On chain bear market as Bitcoin keeps breaking all time highs. Sorry for the crash out, and I do hope this tweet marks the bottom. What was the turning point that made me consistently profitable? Consistently is the key word there. Um, I was always a quick flipper. Like I would always just go for 10 to 20 to 40% gains. And so I had stacked up a bag. And so I got to a point where like I would put in like 2 grand in a coin to make 500 bucks or 1,000 bucks. And I would just keep doing that over and over again. And people would like kind of fade me or be like, oh, like I don't fuck with Ash because he's not hitting 100 X's. But like the fact is that like I have like just been super consistent, just hitting like those gains like over and over again. So I mean, I think me being realistic about the fact that like if you look at the stock market, dude, it could take a year or 2 years to hit a 50% gain in the stock market. And most people, like normal people like you and me or anybody like, that may be starting in crypto, probably don't have like a ton of money to begin with. Like if you're first starting, unless like you just have money, which, is great. But like let's say that you don't have a lot of money, you can't go to the stock market because what are you going to put 1,000 bucks into a stock and wait 3 years for it to go up 50%? Whereas like in crypto, you can literally hit 50% gains like every single fucking day, multiple times a day. And so it's like if you actually like bring yourself back to earth and you're like, wow, I can hit 10 to 20 to 30 to 50, 100% gains every day. And if you could do that every single day, you're going to outperform a lot of people that literally just sit in the stock market on their fucking hands and don't do shit. And that's like what a lot of people in crypto don't realize is they see the 20, the 30 X's and it's like, dude, even hitting a 50% gain, I know this sounds insane coming from somebody who's like very crypto native, but if you can hit 50% gains consistently, dude, you'll make so much fucking money. And a lot of people that understand that have stuck around my group. And a lot of people that I've told that to that have been in my group have left because they do not like to hear that you can make money by hitting 50% gains over and over again for whatever reason. And I just can't like some people just cannot be like helped. What do you think about that, guys? Oh fuck, I need to get stock chain on my PC. I don't have my login on this computer, I don't think. Fuck. Wait, right? No, I think I do. Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up. What's my sagely Buddha middle way solution there? I don't know. I think you just find something that works for you and stick with it over a long period of time. Somebody asked about a dashboard. I use this. Stockchain is like insane. It's not free. But you can see the coins that have like meme coins that have like the most inflows, the most outflows. Like Labubu has been the most sold coin in the past 24 hours. Fart coin's been like the top. Like people are accumulating IBRL, Fart coin. Check it over the past like 3 days. Go down the list. Like there's a lot of good info on this. Longest losing streak I've been on? Probably recently, to be honest with you, dude. Past 2 weeks, 3 weeks have been fucking bad. I got rinsed. Small wins over and over keeps a strong mindset and allow you to be consistent. Well, the thing that's the worst for people is when they try to go for 100 X's over and over again, which is hard, or 20 X's, which is hard, and then you don't hit them, and then you tilt because you're losing. It's like, dude, if you go for 50% gains, you just constantly stack wins. You feel good about yourself. You feel like you're the fucking man. You win all the time. And it's a lot easier to hit a 50% gain because you can technically hit that like so fast, depending on what it is. Fuck, are these gonna run and I don't have one? Whatever. I think 10 sold trades at 30% take profit is a great strategy for higher market cap coins. Dude, it's a great strategy regardless of market cap. Get in, get out. Can you share how you use Stockchain? I mean, you just open it up, you check top tokens the past 7 days, like right here. Token analytics. So like, I don't know, pick a coin. I want to pick King. Fuck it. We'll pick King. You can see the inflows and outflows, right? So you can see the money that's like going in and out. You can see the top holder analysis. So like you can see where like all the people that have like the most amount, like where the, you know, if they bought it, if they didn't, nice and clean. Fresh wallets. So like you can see if newly activated wallets that have been buying and selling. So like you can see like this wallet, brand new, 10K. You can also check if something is being DCA'd into or out of, which is good to know because, like, for example, this guy is selling 70,000. This guy opened 3 hours ago. 3 hours ago, opened a $70,000 position to move his king into trenches. And here's the best part. All of you guys can get a discount because I have a discount code with Stockchain if you would like to use my referral link. How great is that? Incredible. Here you go. Make a YouTube video about it. You know, I might do that. So today, the most traded coin by KOLs. I don't like this so much, dude, because influencers just fucking buy and sell shit so often. This Olivia coin mooned today. What's your promo code? It's right here. Stockchain.com/ whatever that says. And then I think the code is Kanto, like KANTO. But this is like actually good information to have. I like it a lot. Which is why I reached out to them so I could get a referral link. They didn't even reach out to me. I hit them up. I got a ref link, gave it to everybody in Kanto. Some people signed up, some didn't. But you can basically see like which coins people actually give a fuck about and other coins. Like the thing that I like about this is I'll go on here and I'll be like, this is what people are buying. But then you go on like Twitter and you see like people shilling stuff. And then you're like, wait a second, I never see that coin on the list. Wonder why. Oh yeah, it's because no one is fucking buying it and people are just shilling stuff. And it's like, if I want to pay attention to what actually has volume, and like I want to use something like this. Do I still use it in this market? Yeah, I use it to track Launchcoin like every day, which is why I've been bullish because every day Launchcoin is getting like tons of inflows. Do you have spiritual beliefs using crypto? No, I don't. I treat it like a game. It's just a game. That's all. I hope all of you go and use my referral link. Speaking of which, everybody should go join Kanto. It's my Discord. All of this stuff is available in my Discord. You should join. Great place to be. It's where I hang out all day long. It's where I trade with my friends. You got to fix your posture. My posture isn't as bad as it looks. It's the camera angle. I am sitting perfectly straight up right now. Should we call you Ash or Robin? Call me Ash. How much to join Kanto? It's 130 but a month, but I'll give a discount code because there's I put one up like yesterday. It was like Memorial Day, so I offered it to whoever wanted it. I'm always happy to like help people get in like first month on a discount so they can check it out. What is my launch coin thesis? It just has like the most mind share and like great narrative, something to believe in. It's like, here's the thing. Think about it like this. What other better narrative is there that we have right now? How much did I start with when I started with meme coins? Well, I started trading in 2021 and I had a couple grand and then I got a bunch of airdrops and then I traded NFTs and I traded meme coins and everything went absolutely crazy. And then I round tripped a lot. Had to keep cooking in the bear market of 2022, 2023. And then I was prepared and I just kept trading and here I am. Can't DM, just join Kanto and just ping me. Just join the Discord and open a support ticket. How about that? Did I go to college? I did. I did actually. I went to college, graduated with a degree. Which I went to Florida State. I wear my Florida State sweatshirt in like every single fucking thing, every video I do. How'd I get into crypto? I found Bitcoin and ETH and Litecoin in 2017, and then bear market hit, and I started mining Ethereum using 5 AMD Radeon graphics cards on a rig that I built, and then I just mined Ethereum, and then Dogecoin happened, and I bought Doge, and then NFTs happened, and yeah. Yeah, dude, there's like nothing good that's running. Yeah, I do okay. Damn, this guy's buying mini of all coins. This shit went fucking insane. JS had an insane amount of this too. Do I play games? Not anymore. This is the game that I play. It's like the best game in the world. I used to play a lot of Fortnite. Fortnite was the best. Once you get into crypto, you kind of can't play video games anymore because then you're just like, why the fuck am I doing anything besides trying to make money? It's like exactly how I feel about it too. What's the correlation between Fortnite players and meme coins? Quick decision making, being able to decide risk to return. A lot of Fortnite kids don't have anything to lose, so if some kid has $10,000 to $20,000 to their name and they fucking blow up and lose everything they have, they still have their parents, or for the most part, probably have a place to still live. Whereas a lot of other people likely don't. So some people can't take as much risk. Things like that. I don't know. I also played Fortnite for a very long time, and I was very average, very mid. What's the best way to make money in this market? Uh, Look for established stuff that are on like nasty dips, and just wait until then, and just DCA into those and try to like scalp those, or wait for new runners, kind of like this uh, AI Gov coin. Like, dude, this coin hit 14 mil today. This could have easily ended up being a farm, but it wasn't. You just basically have to just wait for the right plays. That's the best way to put it. Don't trade like every minute of the day if you don't have to. And I struggle with that too, dude. Like, I get bored. I think everyone gets bored. Everyone wants to be clicking 24/7. Dude, I have a fucking terrible headache. Holy shit. Buy low, sell high. Yeah, that too. No, I think now is like a really like the thing is 6 months ago you could just chase every fucking thing that was on the market. Just whatever it was, just chase it. And you could just make money. Like you could be so late to a coin and still make money on it. Because you could be late and a coin would die and then come back and like you'd be fine. But now it's like you have to be so patient with your positions. You got to be more careful with your money. Do you guys agree with that? I remind you of your friends from high school. That's funny. Do I trade new pairs? Sometimes, but not not often, and definitely not going to be trading new pairs over the next like couple. Like I pay attention to everything, but dude, this coin went so fucking insane. If anything, I want to start buying this, but I want to wait till the next dip. What a good coin. All right, check it out. Discord's right here. I'm tired. I'm gonna get off. Um, if any of you guys want to join Kanto, join. Open a support ticket. Say that you came from the stream. I'll hook you up. But yeah, I'm getting off. I'm tired. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm just like fucking so tired. It was super cool to hang out with a lot of you guys tonight. So that was very fun. Chat was active. Hopefully I was able to help out a little bit here and there. I'm gonna go take a piss and go to bed. I was also thinking about hosting somebody, but I don't know. Whatever. I'm just gonna get off. Join the Discord. Verification bot isn't working. What's your Discord username? Yeah, what yeah, wait. Is anybody having a hard time verifying in my Discord? Actually important for me to find out before I get off? Yes. All right, I'm gonna figure that out. Sorry about that. Take it easy today, and I will try to get that figured out within the next little bit. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give everyone roles that the role that they need for right now. I'm gonna do this before I get off so I don't forget. Anybody that joined from the stream. And then I'm gonna hop off. All right. Good night. Take it easy, guys. Had fun.